Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will be doing a recap on the third episode of Love is Blind UK, and there'll be a little bit of my review mixed in, so some recap and chat. So let's jump right into it. This episode begins where Benaya left off with telling Nicole his impression of Sam and that he doesn't think that Sam is there for the right reasons. He believes that Sam is there for fame and not love, based on what he's observed of him in the male quarters, especially with some of the comments that he makes. Nicole, understandably, is upset about what she's just been told, but at the same time, I don't think it's actually she understands what he's trying to say in a way. Hears him, but she doesn't hear him, if you get it. She knows he's saying that Sam's no good, but she's still determined to stick it out with him, it appears, because she doesn't seem to be like, I need to think back on maybe some of my interactions. Have I read something wrong? There's none of that. Girl's just a little bit upset, and that's about it. But when Benaya goes back to the male quarters, Sam is on him like, oh, how did your date go? Trying to get the info. I think he was just trying to see if he still has a chance of basically winning over Nicole. Because if Benaya gets in there before him, he'll just be like, oh, it's another chick that's gone. Woe is me, that stupidness that he comes out with.
I can't sit here and genuinely say I know what the future holds, but I do know that I want to spend it with her.
And it's at this time that Benaya feels that he is ready to spend time or to spend his future with Nicole. Seeing everything that's gone on with Sam seems to have opened up his eyes, and now he is ready to commit. So he's saying that he feels like they have a genuine connection and he wants to be with her. But at the same time, you have Nicole saying like, yes, she does have some feelings for Benaya, but she feels like he's adorable, but Sam's the one that's really in her heart more than Benaya. I don't think that's so much the case. I think she preferred Benaya over Sam, but it was only when Benaya was saying that he wasn't too sure if he was ready to commit that she started to withdraw and then started to lean more towards Sam, because Sam is telling her all the things that she basically wanted to hear from Benaya. She just wanted someone to commit to her and want her, and Sam was offering her all of that on a platter, and she fell for it hook, line and sinker. That's what I see in that. However, Benaya does tell her to basically trust her gut. He's not demanding that she break up with Sam. He's just told her his observations and told her to believe in herself and follow her heart. And they both leave the room pretty emotional. So next couple that we will be talking about is Tom and Maria. So Maria has been telling Tom that she doesn't mind, roles. When he heard this, felt a bit taken aback. When he did hear this, he did mention before I can't remember if it's he did mention in his confessional that he's not really a fan of that whole traditional lifestyle where man goes to work and the wife stays at home with the kids, wants his partner to have some sort of independence. And I guess he doesn't mind if they work, even if it's just you're working part-time, but you're still there for the kids. I don't think he would mind that. I think he's just seen it as he doesn't want to have a stay-at-home wife, which is understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. You like what you like, and at least they're getting this discussion early on, and it's not something where you get married, you have kids, and then all of a sudden you're in a disagreement on how you're going to proceed and raise said kids. So you can't argue with that. They both mention how they are both attracted to each other, and in Maria's head, Tom is her number one. Tom has stated that he doesn't really have a top one or two. It's either he feels connected to you or you don't, pretty much, which is fair enough. And with Maria, we didn't really see her talking to anybody else. So if Tom wasn't her number one and she's getting all this screen time, I don't know who is. Tom mentions that how he does love the way that Maria makes him feel, which is nice. And he even tells her that he dreamt about her, how she must have been lying on him and he can feel the curves of her body or some such crap. And with that dream, he feels like they would be physically compatible. That dream told you a lot, considering, but each to their own.
I'm here for you. Here for you.
Bobby and Jasmine, it's now time for them to meet after getting engaged, and the doors open up. Before they do, they are both nervously waiting there. You can see the nerves on their face. They're not too sure what to expect, but the doors open. From what you can see at first glance, they seem to be pretty happy with what they're seeing of each other. There's lots of hugs, lots of compliments. There's a few kisses. Jasmine is still calling him baby and the cute little nicknames. And they seem to be doing okay so far based on that meet and greet type situation. But time will tell if it will stay that way or if there's going to be some sort of complication in their relationship. The next couple we will be discussing is Freddie and Catherine. So, according to Catherine, Freddie makes her feel safe. She feels lucky to have this connection that she's building with Freddie. And at this point, Freddie does tell Catherine that he loves her, and she does cry and also say that she loves him and believes that Freddie is the one. However, just my opinion, something seems a little bit off. Not so much with Freddie. I think Freddie is genuine. For me, it's just Catherine. It's just something about the whole thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like she does care about Freddie. But I think if she found somebody, if Ollie, for instance, did say that he was committed to her and not Demi, Freddie would have been forgotten. It'll be Freddie who? Freddie where? Button. She wouldn't pay him no mind whatsoever. But the fact that Ollie didn't give her the affection and didn't really offer what she was after, that's why she's now running to Freddie. Similar to Sam. Sam couldn't get Jasmine, so then he decided he was just going to put all his focus on Nicole. However, with Sam doesn't seem to be genuine in my book. Whereas Catherine, she is genuine in some regards, but at the end of the day, I think he's generally a nice guy, and I feel like she will take advantage of the fact that he is a nice guy. It gets to a bit serious and Freddie is nervous and he proposes to Catherine. He had written out a proposal letter, which he does read out to her. And at this time, she's crying. She's emotional about the proposal. And she says yes. So,
will you marry me?
Yeah.
Will you actually?
Yeah.
we've got our next engaged couple. This is now the third couple that's engaged. It doesn't take long. We see their first meeting in this episode. Again, nervously waiting. When they both see each other, they're both teary-eyed and got another tearful proposal. So keeping it up. And Catherine says in her confessionals how Freddie is the best thing that has happened to her. Freddie believes that they were meant to be. They sit down, he's wiping her tears. You can see that there is a level of care there, which is nice. And, for it was a decent little proposal, first time seeing you face to face situation. So now we're going to talk about Ollie and Demi. So Demi is nervous to speak to Ollie. He wants to let him know about her struggles when it will come to having children. Demi has a health condition which means that it will be harder for her to conceive naturally. So Ollie tells her, don't worry about that, you are more than enough. We will deal with the situation as it comes up, even if that means, if they have to do IVF, the surrogate, they will explore options when the time comes. So you can't really ask for anything more. He didn't just say, well, there's no guarantee you can give me kids, I'm done with you. There was none of that, so that's fine. He does say that he does feel the same way about her, and it's at this point that Demi is saying that she feels like she is falling in love with Ollie. Can't remember if she told him that or if it was just in her confessional. I believe she did tell him couple of episodes back that he was basically her number one, but I don't think she's told him that she loves him at this point. But correct me if I'm wrong. The next one we are going to talk about is, so far, I guess, one of the controversial couples, Sam and Nicole. So Nicole, she's gone back to the living quarters. She's still nervous about what Benaya has told her about Sam. And she's talking to Jasmine, and I'm guessing she's told Jasmine what Benaya told her. And it's at this point that Jasmine decides to tell her view of, well, her opinion of Sam. So she says, look, this is just based on her experience, but she found that he is very surface level and he basically just tells her what she wants to hear. Nicole's hearing this, but she's, again, being a bit ignorant. I guess ignorant, maybe it's the wrong word, but you get what I'm saying. She's not believing what they're saying so much. She's not taking it to heart, because after Jasmine tells her this, her response is, oh, but he told me that I'm his number one from day one and da-da-da-da. And Jasmine's telling you less. He told me the same things. Whatever he told you, he told me. And Nicole's still on Sam. Why? I understand that you was married before, and I guess you just want someone to love you, someone that you can build a future with. That is fine. But that does not mean you be stupid about the person that you're going to now get married to. You've been through a marriage once before. Obviously, it didn't work out. I'm wondering, was there certain red flags in that previous relationship that you've missed, which could mean that it's a pattern for yourself? Because you just want love, you're not paying attention to the warnings until it's too late. This is the time that you need to take to really think, is this guy for me? There is no rush. You have not met him in person. The man has not even proposed. But there seems to be one thing after another after another. Don't understand how you're not trying to pay attention to what people are saying to you. I can understand if you don't want to pay attention to them, but you're not even paying attention to the things that Sam is saying, because some of the things that we are seeing are sus, and we're the audience and we're saying that it's sus. And you've had longer conversations with him. I'm pretty sure what we've seen is not not even a tip of the iceberg on half the crap that comes out of his mouth that most people would question without a doubt. Just saying. But she's still adamant that she's got a strong connection with Sam, and she is basically going to stick it out with the guy. Sam, in his confessionals, he is saying that, well, he is there for no other reasons and that he just wants to make her happy. Again, that alone, again, to me is sus. No, we know why you're there. You're there to find someone that you want to spend your life with. No one asked if you were there for other reasons. Why are you saying these things that draws attention to you in the wrong way? But he says that the only reason why he is now sitting there is because of Nicole. Is that because Nicole's the only woman left that's giving you the time of day? Because if that's the case, then that's understandable. But it's not because you like her. It's because she's the only one that's paying you a lick of dust. Anyway, she tells Sam that she loves him.
I really love you. I really do. I really do.
No one's ever loved me. I need someone to love me more than anything as well, okay? I have to be real with you.
Honestly, I know it's not going to be easy, but like...
Sam doesn't even say it outright at any point. Yes, I love you too, or I love you. It's I think I love you. If you think you love, don't tell me nothing. Don't just tell me when you're sure. Don't tell me I think I love you. Because you just don't. You're just trying to tell me something that I may want to hear, but you're also not ready to say because you do not feel it. Anyway, after he's mentioned that he thinks that he loves Nicole, you can see that the mood's changed. You can see it on Nicole's face. She's heard him. She's not liking what he said. But at the same time, you can see that she's not going to call things off. She's not going to take a minute. She's still sat there listening to him. But your body language is showing us that you're not liking some of the things that he says. But you are not doing anything about it. Why? Is it that hard? I don't understand. But then I may have, rushed over a little bit, but at some point, there was a proposal. See, so it just goes to show how much or how little I thought of Sam's proposal that I completely forgot that he proposed as well. But he basically proposes. Nicole says yes. I think that's also when he did tell her that he thinks he loves her. And because I think after the proposal, she said yes. She says, I love you. He says, I think I love you. That dampened the mood, and the proposal doesn't seem so something to be excited about anymore. And after the proposal, Sam has gone into the male's living quarters and he's talking about how it went. I feel like he's over dramatizing it a little bit just to get under Benaya's skin, because Benaya was actually planning on proposing to Nicole at this time, and they were both in the room waiting for Nicole to turn up, and it just so happened that she's gone to Sam first and got the proposal. And the thing that annoyed me with this as well, Benaya was already there waiting. Benaya had gone. Sam has read the room because he seems to be good at reading a room. He knows when something's up. I will give him that. His instincts are on point for that. But he's read the room, realised something's going to go down. If I don't do something to stop this year, I'm off. So he's also decided to go see Nicole. And he's like, yeah, this is the time. I'm going to do this. So he proposes. After the proposal, Nicole has gone to go see Benaya, who at this point is unaware that she's said yes to Sam. So he's been basically waiting in the other room the whole time for her to turn up. Poor dude. I'm sure production told him to wait, but still, poor dude. Anyway, she's gone there. He's about to propose. He's about to go into his little speech, and she cuts him off and just lets him know, well, I think this is more like a friendship thing, and basically I'm going to be with Sam. You can see that he's upset. His upset compared to Sam's upset, completely different. Sam got vexed, had a temper tantrum, and is throwing the goblet on the floor like a kid. Benaya, you can see he's emotional. Even when he's gone into the male living quarters and he's being supported by the other guys, you can see he's being emotional. But at the same time, he's not throwing stuff. He's not cussing anybody. And we have Sammy Boy go up to Benaya and be like, listen, if you need to talk, I'm here. My guy doesn't want to talk to you. Why would he want to talk to you? You're engaged to the girl that he likes, and he feels like you're not the right person for her. So unless he's going to be one of them ones that's very upfront about his opinions, which he doesn't seem to be, he has nothing to talk to you about. Leave him alone. Go be happy in your corner. And now, last couple for this episode was Tom and Natasha. So Tom does mention that he had a connection with Natasha from day one. He loves her goofy laugh. It doesn't make him feel any type of way, basically. And he says that he does feel connected to her, but he's not sure if it's sexual. I believe he feels like it's emotional, but that's what you're there for, is the emotional connection over the sexual one. Well, not so much over the sexual, but over the visuals. Because if you're emotionally connected, I guess, then when it comes to the way the person looks, it's not really something that's at the forefront because you're already attached to this person. So at the end of the day, looks is basically secondary to the feelings that you receive when you're around this person, is what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way. But anyway, that's what they're saying. Natasha mentions how Tom makes her feel special, and it's at this point that Tom decides he wants to be honest with Natasha. But that is it for the recap and review of episode 3 of Love is Blind. I hope you liked it. I hope you will stay for our other recaps. We will bring in out some more. Hopefully I'd have episode 4 up today. If not, it will be tomorrow. But that is it for this recap, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.